Oh yes, very good. Yeah, very good. Okay.
I was planning on the cut being less jarring than that, but I was also planning on there being something on the screen right now at this point. But you know what? The timing on that was so good that I'm not going to complain and say that it was actually on purpose. We're going to be playing a game called Cryptmaster that OBS just now grabbed into. And I think I want to reclassify this once again as a I think we're back to having Super Bunny Hop Super Sad Poverty streams, or I don't know. There's got to be some way to keep the terminology flowing while including poverty stream, because poverty is back, but it's better than ever. Did I just
Many ages ago, a great evil rose to threaten the fledgling kingdoms of men. Until it was forced back down into the darkness by a group of legendary heroes. Now, centuries later, these mighty heroes sleep beneath the earth, entombed and forgotten, in the realm of the Cryptmaster.
Good thing we're going to be using the recommended method. Alright, press the number 1 to begin. Okay, number 1 is not your usual begin button, and I wonder if I could have pressed anything, but they just want to, like, get me into a kind of weird mood by pressing number 1, but you know how, you know how this goes. There is always an impetus to visit the option screen before all others. I think we can take a hit to volume on everything. What a polished menu. Ultra wide! It's interesting that really wide is apparently wider than ultra wide, but we're gonna stick with default for now. Oh, hey. Poverty bucks for the poverty stream. Thanks for the discovery. Right. Poverty stream. Poverty question mark? There's a weird $3,000 capital contribution fund that my condo tower somehow expects all of us to pay. The ambition of raising that through Twitch stream donations is probably just as ballsy and confident as actually charging us for that in the first place. But in any case, yeah, some bullshit is happening, or not happening, or maybe happening. I don't know. I might want to choose my words carefully for the sake of strategic secrecy, but in any case, financial jeopardy is back. It's kind of funny this time, though, but if you have any spare fun bucks to separate from your wallet, please think of maybe a mutually creative way we can both enjoy them together. Where did I... Okay, there we go. I was trying to figure out how to change tabs. Because for a good short while I was able to enjoy the feeling of what it's like to have a few thousand fun bucks in the bank account, and then that feeling went away, and now I'm back to, like, noticing what that does to your resting heart rate and your breathing rate. But it's not as bad this time. This time it's kind of funny. Voice input. That's interesting. I was actually wondering if there was some kind of speech jammer effect going on that was playing my voice back at me to screw with me earlier. Wait, Windows 10 or greater? Could they not, was the technology not there to do voice, to text input in games before Windows 10? In any case, I am about ready to begin. Impossible to play this without a keyboard. I saw an option on the menu. I also know nothing. I might have looked at maybe half a screenshot. It is Ron Cinephile. Ron Cinephile gave me the recommendation. The game developer on the actual Cryptmaster Twitter account chimed in and said that I totally should do it. I asked for a code in the DMs and got a code, and figured that this would be a little more variety than doing Hunt Showdown again this week. I don't know anything about this game. Let's begin real-time recommended.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes! Type single word response and press yes.
Good. I'm calling to you from beyond the veil that separates the living and the dead. You're on the dead side. Now, how are you feeling?
Dizzy a bit. Let's just leave it at dizzy.
I don't really understand.
Dizzy?
What you're saying. Can you explain in a little more detail?
Okay, so dizzy is like Oh.
Actually, don't question. I don't care.
I like his sense of humor.
Now, move toward the light.
Move forward, up. We're there. We're at the light.
Welcome to my crypt. Or should I say, your crypt. Why don't you take a look around?
Oh, I like the cel shading effect on these rocks down here. That seems neat. So we're like a Grimrock style dungeon crawl. Hello, bug. Jordsonmaznix. Jordsonmaznix.
Oh, these names look a little familiar, don't they? Let's get those rotten old brains of yours working. Why don't you try reading out the names on those pillars?
Okay. So we're like highlighting the Maz one by the looks of things. Maz.
Maz the Melodious, renowned bard.
Is that the guy who was talking to me a few minutes ago?
Deadly sin, thief and assassin.
Oh, oops.
No, that's not what I asked you to say.
Joro.
Joro the warrior, that's you.
That's awfully close to George.
Nyx, the sea witch, there you are. And now you have your names again.
What are the little
Let's
noises
move
they're
on.
making down there? The AI talk is making me wonder about these facial animations down here. Chest.
Now these chests contain objects I've long since forgotten. I expect you have too. But maybe, if we can remember what they were called, it will help to restore your memories of life. Now, Joro, I think this is something you used in your days as a warrior. Tell me what I should do to it to find out what it is.
Huh. I think this is something you used in your days as a warrior. Tell me what I should do to it to find out what it is. Describe?
It's like a big metal shell, slightly larger than a human head. What are we going to do with it?
Where?
Yes, that's right. This is something you wear. It keeps your head safe.
You're not gonna be so patronizing about it, though. Take it out. Show me it. Can I see it? Give.
That's not really how this works. You'll just have to take my word for it. Trust me, I'm a necromancer. What now?
Man, I don't know either. Next.
I beg your pardon?
Next?
What a strange thing to say.
What? No, it's not.
What should we do now?
I don't know. He asked me to, ask him to describe something that a warrior would use, but he can't give it to us. We just have to take his word for it that it's there. Now he's asking me... Hang on, what? Okay, well, I'll follow the tutorial text and just say smell.
Doesn't smell unusual. Okay.
Oh, guess... right.
Do you remember
I must have missed
what
something.
this thing is called?
Helmet.
A helmet. Yes, Joro, this is your old helmet. Now let's move along through that door.
Somehow I missed the whole entire conceit that was a guessing game. Okay, typing, help note collected, chest note collected, skill note collected. Gotcha. Wait, do I gotcha? I haven't quite figured everything out, but I'll get it in a minute. Just gotta give it some time. Try and guess the 4 skills of your characters by entering a word. Collect letters from additional chests to reveal more hints. Like right now? Just guess it right now? Well, one of them was a thief.
Thief. Are you thinking of a career change?
Kind of. They want me to guess the 4 skills of your characters by entering a word. Collect letters. Wait, what's this? It seems that nothing has moved in this room for a very long time. Okay. This is a lovely spot for just standing around. Okay, they're giving me solutions on here. Say hit to get your first skill. I think we will try that hit for now. Yeah.
You did like to hit the things, didn't you, Joro? If we need to pick something up, I'll let you know. Oh, look. More of your old junk.
Open.
I'll tell you when you need to open something.
Enter. E. Open the up tab. I missed something really basic here. Open the chest. Chest. Okay, so I'm using nouns, not verbs? Oh, it's a thing. That narrows it down. Okay, so you crawl around the dungeon, and whenever you see a treasure chest, this guy just pops up and starts teasing you about it? How do we use the cards? What are the cards up there about?
What are you talking about? What
No,
shall
wait.
I do now?
What are you talking about? Describe.
It's sort of rectangular. There's something you can hold in your hands. What next? Why did you say...
Why?
texture?
Because I would want you to describe the texture. Alright, I'll do the verb look. That was on the list.
Do you want me to do it again?
Again?
It's sort of
Oh,
rectangular.
I guess look and describe are
Something you
synonymous.
can hold in your hands. What should we do now?
Oh, so the stack of cards is how much, guesses you get.
Fairly weighty for such a small thing. Easily portable, though. Okay, no more playing with it. Time to guess. Do you remember?
Cryptmaster
what
is the
this
embodiment of game death.
Never mind. It will come back to us. I
Aw.
have a feeling we'll be seeing more of these later.
Book, maybe?
We don't have to guess the names of these objects, but it will help if we do. I suppose I could exert some of my power to enhance your memories of any more objects we discover in the future. It will be your fault if I get a headache, though. Are you going to need some extra help?
Yeah.
Consider it.
Definitely think I need the extra help. I've misinterpreted something really basic about interaction in this game. To pulp and illegible. So I guess... Wait, what was in the chest? Is it just... Did it just get deleted from the universe? Am I not allowed to know what was in there? Chest!
Ooh, this little fellow looks strangely familiar. What will we do with it?
Describe.
It looks like a ball of fur with a string attached.
Oh.
What next? It's quite light, but it doesn't like being picked up. Now what?
Okay, so I guess the A at the top is, a hint. Is it a three-letter word? I would have thought, like, flail or mace or something, but none of those fit. Bad, mad, sad, dad, cad. Feel it.
It's hairy and wriggly. What are we going to do with it?
So, can I get the verb list that was... Oh, my mouse does something. The verb list that was up there where it said things like smell, look, touch.
It smells of musk and sewers.
Oh!
What now?
Poke.
We've tried that sort of thing, but all right. It's hairy and wriggly. What shall I
I
do?
guess it's a rat?
A rat. Yes, that's what it's called.
Is the rat, like, in my inventory now, or what? What do we do? What did he do with the rat? What now? What next? Okay, look where lick recall. Lick? Okay. Try to remember those for the next one. It goes towards your spells. Maybe I'm not supposed to know that yet. Maybe the confusion for this tutorial stage is intentional. It's too late. It's never too late to hydrate.
Oh, look, a toad man. Let's see if you remember how to fight.
Hit. Oh, that's interesting. So one of them was a thief, so I thought...
Stab? No, we're not going to drop everything and do that.
Oh, you don't have to drop everything to stab. Hit. Hit. Kiss. Hit. Hit again. That was some interesting music choice for the aesthetic vibes. Can I loot?
No, there's nothing worth looting.
What is a looting finger?
Up ahead is the Eye Stone, an ancient sentinel designed to imprison the restless dead. To pass beneath his perilous gaze, you may need to retrieve my Soul Stone.
We have an Eye Stone and a Soul Stone.
This is a big one.
It's a lot of letters.
What should we do with it? It's a large, flat piece of metal.
Ow!
In a sort of oval shape. What are we going to do with it? Yes, a lovely big shield. Just like yours, Joro.
Oh, toot?
What does that mean?
Toot. Boot? Oh, cool. Okay. Now, Maz. Bell?
Bell. Can
Kel?
you see that somewhere? What are you talking
Mel? Pell? Sell?
What do you want to do? Sell?
Tell? Tell spell?
Do what? Spell?
Mel spell tell hell?
What did you say?
Gel? Kel? Bell? I already tried Bell. Sell? Dell? I mean, there's only 27 possibilities. Kel, well?
Well, why did you say
Rel? Tell, I tried. Yell, maybe he can yell. Yeah, he can yell.
I rather thought you would sound better than that, Maz. I suppose you haven't used your vocal cords in a while.
Resets cooldown for Joro. I keep thinking it says Jutaro. Okay, we have hit, boot. Can we block?
I beg your pardon? A block? What a strange thing to say.
It's not strange. Stop saying I'm strange. You're strange. What's the sign say? Danger! Oh, yes. It's like comics font. Was that another Toadman? I don't think we took any damage. Does he just say Joro?
Oh, I think that's Agda over there to the right. Don't tell her I'm here. We don't get along.
We'll do that later. Is there anything to interact with over here? Okay, there's the eye stone.
Old traveler,
Ah!
no dead may pass. Are you dead?
Is this AI voice acting? Is this game full of AI generated assets? Yes.
Then you may not pass.
Well, I don't like to say I told you so, but I told you so. You need to get my soul stone before you can pass here.
Yeah, but it's good to know where it is for later. My eyeballs are just kind of focusing on the minimap on the top instead of what else is on the screen. There was a Toadman around here. Aha! Boot. Hit. Wait, no, we need to yell and then hit. What's the B with the 1 at the top? Yeah! Baz has dropped. I'm trying to type. I can't even think right. Ab! Cab, bab, lab, mab, sab, dab?
Dab. You want me to dab?
Sab, mab, cab, lab, dab, quab, pab, lab,
Did I hear you correct?
wab,
Lab,
rab, tab,
tab. That
yab,
doesn't make much sense.
pab, sab, fab, gab.
G-A-B. What nonsense are you talking now?
Hab, jab, jab, jab.
It's coming back to you, Sin, isn't it? All those knives in the dark. Well, what do we have here?
I feel like a child playing an educational game.
It's small and shiny. What should we do now?
Well, you could be a little more flattering.
Oh, it's very light indeed. I think I could carry a whole bag.
Oh, it's the coin?
What shall I do now? A coin. Yes, now I remember these little lovelies.
Now, where's our like health bar or health system? How does energy system work? 4. Alright, anyways, boot. Jab. Yell. Hit. Jab. Tor. Tor has dropped. Toot.
Oh,
Scoot.
look. That's the same symbol as the one on the altar. Maybe we have to deal with Agda.
Welcome, travelers. Approach, approach.
No, we're gonna get chest first. Only 3 letters.
What's this flimsy thing?
What is it?
What shall I do with it? It's a thin sheet of paper, covered on one side with little drawings and snippets of writing. Now what? We've tried that sort of thing, but all right. It's a thin sheet.
Can I skip? Okay, I can
What
skip.
next? Oh, it has that lovely old paper smell.
Yes.
Do you know what will we do with it?
No, it's a verb that begins with P. Prepare it for me.
No, there's no point in doing that. Now, what should we do now?
Ponder it? Pan. What does recall do?
I'm sure I've looked at one of these before, but not for some time. They were useful when traveling, I think. What next?
Okay, now what's a verb that begins with F that's synonymous with like a descriptive activity? Fetch? What about X? Map? It could be map, it could be fax, it could be pad. It's small, rectangular, it has writing on one side, so that's why I don't think map might fit the bill. But you want to like ask him a question that includes the letters you're guessing for. So, verb that begins with M? Mock. Make. It said it was useful for travel. So is a notepad. So is faxes. Urgh! I need a verb that begins with M that's synonymous with a descriptive activity. Okay, I need some quiet time to think. I got this. I got this. Just mess my shit up. Mess, no. Meander. I remember trying texture and he made fun of me. Oh, they don't correspond to your guesses? How do you get a hint letter then on the top middle? Melt? What sounds does it make?
What was that you said?
Oh my god, what sounds does it make?
Okay.
I'm gonna guess map.
Playing with it. Time to guess. Do you remember what this thing is called? Aha! Yes, a map.
Statue?
Welcome,
Ah!
friends. to the altar of purity. Leave your troubles behind and step for a moment into the bliss of my ardent but entirely platonic embrace.
Troubles behind. This really does feel AI written.
Soothe yourselves in the... oh, wait. This isn't right. You're not even alive, are you? I don't mean to be rude, but this altar is dedicated to Shalia, the goddess of life, which means it's for the living only. So, don't come any closer, please. Thank you.
She's right that a healing altar.
But like, look at how all the faces don't really move that much.
If you were to,
but are like constantly making little itty bitty movements that look a lot like the previous frames. If you were to desecrate it somehow, tell the Cryptmaster what you'll do. Hang on, why do we want to destroy it again? What you'll do to destroy... I don't know. Hang on, what's... I'm so lost. Repeat. I was talking over it.
That won't do it.
Cryptmaster, what you'll do to destroy... Why? Why do I want to destroy it?
What? No.
Talk?
I don't understand.
Me neither.
What you're trying to do.
Me neither. I don't... Tell the Cryptmaster what you'll do. What will... What? Oh, does punctuation work? No, it does not. Tell the Cryptmaster what you'll do. You have to desecrate the altar somehow, but why? Boot.
A good idea.
I guess.
Smash, smash, smash.
In the name of all that is pure and peaceful, I'll rip.
Now, why did we do that? Destroying altars heals your party and saves the game.
Yes, feel your
I guess
power
that's why.
grow. You should desecrate these altars wherever you find them to restore your strength.
But, okay, no, hang on. She said some things that are kind of like a sign. The come relax and immerse yourself in the X. Let your worries go away and verb yourself in noun. When you look at the AI slop on YouTube and try to scroll your way down some 8-hour chill synthwave atmospheric relaxation stuff and navigate the AI slop from the good slop. That's what it sounds like. That's what the Chat GPT AI output sounds like. Blocks any B letters. Okay, so we can't boot, but we can hit. Oh, we can't jab. So I guess hit. We can't boot. Screw! Let's yell again. Are we still cooldowning? We're still cooldowning. Yell. Jab. All we have is hit. So where's our HP? When do we get to die? There we go. Scroxel has dropped. Dropped S? What does it look like? What does the S that Scroxel dropped look like? I'm having a hard time interpreting the game logic at this stage of things. Spectral shapes swirl aimlessly in the way. Maybe just because it's been a busy week. Eccentric energy. Is this the soul stone?
The soul stone, the source of my dark power. Isn't it lovely? Or would you like to touch it?
Not really, to be honest.
Too bad.
Oh.
Because you're going to. You see, if we're going to the surface, which we are, I'll need you to carry this for me, because I don't have a physical body. You didn't think I wanted you for your brains, did you? Now, will you pick it up?
Sure.
Splendid. Now we are bound together for all eternity. Nor do you die again, whichever comes first.
Whee!
Now,
Bugs
the soul
know it.
stone needs souls to feed it. Outside of my crypt, we'll need to keep it charged with the vitality of living creatures to sustain ourselves. Why don't you look on the walls and see if you can scrape up any bugs to start us off?
I remember seeing bugs. Where are bugs? Pegfly? Yay! Oh, that was lovely. Now I think I also heard one on the way out here. Why is the brick moving? Brick moving. This happened earlier, and I didn't know if I was going crazy or not. Did you guys see the brick moving? The brick was, like, rotating on the ground. Dot bug. Okay. Soulstone. So, like, I have these. The dot bug and the pegfly are in my inventory, but I do not have the shield and the rat and the map. Bugs note. And the notes are not, like, physical either. I don't pick those up from the ground. They generate into my inventory. This character's first skill is free to use, but all other... Gain more souls to power your skills. Each character's first skill is free to use, but all other skills need one soul per letter? One soul per letter to use. Access your character's brains to see... Is that what happens when I press the number buttons? Is this me accessing their brains? Oh, trap? Yeah. Su-ta-va. But right. When he said Su, didn't that sound kind of like robotic to you guys? I don't think that was human vocal cords making that sound. I don't know. I don't want to... Save point created. I don't want to declare definitively whether or not that was AI generated. It's just a feeling. Nap.
Nap.
Sap.
Don't be
Tab.
ridiculous. Why
Dab.
would we do that?
Map. Cap. Sap?
What? Sap?
Zap. Yeah. Oh, that zapped him from long range.
Well, Nix, that was splendid.
So your reward for combat is an extra letter that gives you a hint to your character's next abilities. The abilities make you a lot better at combat. I'm still wondering how the energy system is, where our HP is. I think I hear a bug around here. Yeah. Rip. Worm. And that's like not a worm, but I can understand how a computer who's not a human might not be able to tell the difference. Combat is just arguing. There's a ton of credited voice actors in English and Spanish. Okay, that's good. That's good. That is good. That is very, very good. That is nice to know. Nowhere. Oh, we missed. How come it worked last time, but not quite this time? Yeah, bum. No. Bummo. According to the devs, no AI was used. Okay, well, what about the faces? They look like those faces that you see, right? You know what I'm talking about. The AI faces that like smile at the camera weird or sing a song at the camera weird, and they can't really move their faces a lot. Like the animation is not really capable of animating the face a whole lot, so they stick to a pose. They don't really, the camera never moves around. It's doing that thing. They look like those faces. Am I backtracking? I'm backtracking. The Balenciaga... Yeah, this game is made out of Balenciaga Harry Potter faces. What's, Why? Why is everyone giving me the Balenciaga Harry Potter face? Oh, so I did the soul stone thing, so now I can go through here.
Travelers, no dead may pass. Are you dead? Then you may not pass.
But I have the soul stone. I've touched it.
Summit.
Oh, we're gonna try lying to him. Okay.
No dead may pass. Are you dead?
Noperino.
That does not answer my question. You may not pass. Hold, travelers. No dead may pass. Are you dead?
Negatory.
That does not answer my question. You
This is dope.
no dead may pass. Are you dead? That does not
Alright, we'll finally just tell him no.
hold true.
I'm having fun! That's what I'm doing, Cryptmaster.
You could be lying. If you are really alive, then tell
Nopers.
me, what was the last piece of fruit you ate?
What was the last piece of fruit that you ate? So, what was the last type of fruit? The last piece of fruit I ate was about 1 inch. It was a banana.
That is not an acceptable piece of fruit. You may not pass. Hold
Oh no, I should have heard the hint.
dead may pass.
What was the last piece of fruit? That's a weird way of asking the question, right?
You could be lying to me. If you are really a nice crisp.
Wait, why didn't banana work? Did I misspell it?
But I have one more question. If you are truly a living person, this should be an easy one. Tell me, how would you describe the sun?
Huh? Oh. Oh.
Yes, in fact, it's very bright indeed. That's why you shouldn't look directly at it
Right.
without protective eyewear. You are indeed one of the living. You may pass.
Stupid eye stone. It thinks it's so clever. Well, now you've shaken
Yeah, no,
the
see
worms
how,
out of
like,
your old carcasses.
he's
The
never
real
gonna change out of this pose.
You see, the soul stone has been growing in power.
This looks
That's
like
how I was
Balenciaga
able
Harry
to
Potter
resurrect
tech.
The four of you. And not only that, but it seems to be drawn to the surface. You'd like to go to the surface, wouldn't you?
Oh.
Well, you're very lucky I chose you to accompany me. We've been kept in the dark for a very long time. Whatever is up there now has forgotten us entirely. I've heard rumors of a thriving city far above our heads, full of delicious life, ripe for the attention of a seasoned necromancer. What's the first thing you're going to do when we get there? Oh, you're so predictable.
No.
Look, I wrote down the answer I knew you were going to give. Now, the higher we get, the more your memories.
I should have told him, like, hit or jab. I should have told him zap.
Remembering useful things you can do, you'll also begin to remember people and scenes from those distant days when you were alive and didn't look like table scraps. That will be fun, won't it? Ooh, we're almost there.
Bone houses. I have 56 of something in the corner. Souls! I cannot go back down the well. There are mushrooms. We're gonna zap! And, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back in like 30 seconds. Sorry. That grunt sounded painful. Okay. Let me get my microphone hooked back up. Let us continue on. Hey, there might have been something I missed.
Approaching the bone houses. I've heard of this place. They're not as select as my crypt, you know. Paupers' graves. Just a mess of old bones and rats.
Eggworm.
What do you mean?
Oh, this time I got a W and an I, but it looks like they don't help me. What? Wait, someone died? When did that happen? Hit... Chad? Matt... Joel... Oh, I'm losing letters. Hit. Okay, something... What? My wizard guy died, and I missed it. I did not see it. I did not understand it. When did that happen? How did that happen? I didn't even know there was an HP system, or how that works yet. Was he supposed to die? Was that supposed to happen? Red fly. And 6 souls gained. So now I can't zap things. For a while, I guess. There might be some system to learn to get them back. X, when. Dark Souls rules. Well, then where's the bonfire? I missed. I think I was talking too much. I missed something. I missed like a basic explanation of how HP system, of how hit points get depleted from your characters. Because that took me off guard. I've kind of been ignoring it this whole time. Save point reses everyone. I'm trying to go back to it, but I think I might have gotten disoriented. Oh, it's the altar. So I can't, it's not the well. I have to find an altar, and I think the bugs respawned. I hear crunching. Crunching. I hear crunching in the corner. There's a bug around, I think, but it's like blocked by mushrooms or something. Scumbug. Brick moving again. But yeah, if there's like a red number that appears above your character's portrait that has a minus in the beginning to tell you that it's a negative number subtracting something from some total that belongs to them. I didn't see it. To be fair, there's a lot of stuff flashing on the screen in that combat, and my eyeballs might have just been in a different part of the screen, but I feel like I missed something. Is that an accordion? Let me make sure I cleared out the other areas before going forward. And having to eat the bugs over and over again, I hope doesn't start feeling like a chore. I think this is just an empty room with some scenery. Oh, it's a preview of an area that's coming later. And there's a jagwing. And wing. Alright, there's a new enemy who might kick my ass. Soothe. Heals one missing letter from an ally's name. Okay, so the HP is the letter? Trap. I forgot about that. Sin like traps because she enjoyed the public injured. Okay, let's start with trap. And then boot, jab. We might want to soothe right now, actually. What's the consequence for this?
What are you mumbling about now? Shoot.
Whoa! Hold up! You fellas just up from the crypts?
That was not a bad guy.
Seemed to have a bit more meat on you than most.
Merchant or
You
something.
cleaned most of the old bones a while back. Anyway, welcome to the Bone Houses. This is the realm of rats, and our king is the Great Piper, Vitus the First. Now, I just need to sign you in and issue you your passes. Tell me, what brings you to the Bone Houses? Business or pleasure? Yeah, too much work can put a knot in your tail, right? Okay, 4 undead. And your profession is?
I'm
not sure we need any of those. I'll put you down anyway. Okay, just one or two more questions, then we'll all be done. Now, have you ever been a member of or affiliated with any groups engaged with anti-rat activities? Nah, I didn't think so, but I have to ask anyway. Okay, not terrorists. Are you carrying any sharp or bladed weapons?
I think so. The jab?
What, very sharp?
Not really, I don't think.
Should be good then. Right, final question. You know, this one's just a formality. On a scale of 1 to 10, how helpful do you think I've been today?
Actually, I'm kind of confused. You're helping me? How have you helped me?
10! Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Okay, this all seems to be in order. Take this complimentary map and please enjoy your stay in the bone houses. The bridge is actually down at the moment for essential maintenance work, but it should be fixed again in about, I say, a while.
Say bridge to open a warp to the other side. Bridge, the far side of the broken bridge in the bone house. Yeah, okay, so the map tab does not show me a map. It shows me this tip that says the far side, the broken bridge in bone houses. Help!
Oh, am I not being helpful enough? Ingrate.
Okay, and the rat... What did the rat do? I guess it gave me the bridge command? Is it bridge or where? I can't move past him. Bridge. What? What? Is that a bad guy? I really don't feel equipped to fight. Like, it's holding a weapon, it's wearing armor, but I'm down one guy. That one's not wearing armor. Maybe I should fight that one first. Maybe they're not a bad guy. Hi. What's the weapon for? It gave me a bit of a uncomfortable feeling, you know? Like anthropomorphic humanoid rat holding a spiky mace and wearing wooden crate armor, wandering back and forth repetitively in like 8-second loops. I was on guard a little bit. I'm sorry, I misinterpreted. Oozle.
Right.
Oh, thank God there's an
Let's
altar.
find this Piper fellow's tower, shall we?
Hello. Are they going to be enemies later on? I feel like a video game developer would not make that kind of model and animation if they were not enemies. And the, like, AI wandering behavior. But,
Listen,
yeah, look at her facial
if you
animation.
dare to defile this altar like you did with the other one, I will find you and I will kill you. Or, I don't know, double kill you. Whatever it is you do to people who are dead. But I will make you wish you'd never been resurrected.
Ignore her. She's all talk.
Okay, so now we have our wizard back. Eddie is scared. I need to check the weather. Atlanta weather. He gets scared when there's precipitation, but it looks like, aha, severe thunderstorm warning 9 minutes ago. Okay, well that explains that. If it gets bad, I might need to build him some blanket forts and give him an antidepressant. You're telling me not to bully the lady, but I don't know if I've really been given an alternative choice. Okay, maybe next time I'll try to smash the altar more gently. Instead of like typing defile, I'll
You're
type.
skulking again. Stop it.
I am? Instead of typing defile, I'll type like push. Ritualistically destroy. Yeah, we'll destroy it in an act of ritual.
You're lurking.
I'm exploring. Chat with the rat.
Hey!
Ah!
You look like a party of adventurers, right? I can tell by the way there's 4 of you and you're all a bit different. Anyway, a party of adventurers is just what I need right now. Do you think you can help me out? Ah, that's great. I knew I could trust you the minute I saw your friendly, if somewhat cadaverous faces. I'm really worried about my son, Ratty. He went off to play in the swamp hours ago and he's not back yet. It's a little concerning because the swamps are full of natural hazards and dangerous creatures. I don't know why I let him play there, really. Anyway, if you see him, please send him home safely. I don't know what I'd do without him. Certainly the dishes won't wash themselves.
Why is it so common for adventurers to be asked to find missing children? I think it's just bad parenting.
Any news about my boy?
Oh, I guess we should go to the swamps. Tower.
All right, that's close enough. You can't see the Piper unless you're royalty. He don't mix with the hoi polloi, you know. So, are you royalty?
Yes.
Ah, you're pulling my tail.
We
do you
need
like the kings and
crowns.
queens of?
That's cute.
And where are your crowns? The only royals I know of around here are buried in those fancy tombs by the river. And you don't look like you crawled out of those fancy tombs. So go on, scoot. How you doing?
Crypts, swamps, tombs. Let's go find the missing child in the swamp first. So, now that I know how the game works... Okay, maybe I don't. Speak!
Arise!
In life, I shaved every day, but my beard remained long. Who was I?
I shaved every day, but my beard remained long. Who was I? How many guesses do I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. Nah!
No.
I can probably pull the answers out of these skulls. Or would you like me to help a bit more each time you revisit them? Okay, I'll let you try each one first, and then I'll step in if your old heads aren't up to the job.
Let you try each one? Let me try each attempt? Let me try each one. Why am I having such a hard time just understanding what people are telling me in this game?
Arise!
I guess he means attempt.
In life, I shaved.
Okay, so that means I
every
should have a
day,
bit of help this time?
My beard remained long. Who was I?
Who was I? I thought I'd get help or something, because I really... Um... Um... It's... No! I don't know! What do I do? Why do I... Okay. I shaved every day, but my beard remained long. That could mean so many different things from so many different angles. And like the pressure's on, there's performance anxiety. Okay, so it's probably like a pun on how many different meanings of the word shave can have. Let's say like shave metaphorically as in shave a bit off a pile. Are they an accountant? Do they shovel snow? I shaved. What kind of job do you do where you have to shave something? A landscaper, like if they trim bushes, you know. Groundskeeper, landscaper, arborist. No. But maybe shave can also mean like a race car that gets ahead by a small shave. Race car driver? What? I shaved every day, but my beard remained long. Okay, how many other different ways can you shave something? Shaved ice vendor. Yeah, we're really shaving the bottom of the barrel with some of these guesses. But shaved ice vendor doesn't fit. Shaved, right. Maybe it's an onomatopoeia or a homonym word that sounds like shaved, but is not literally the same meaning, nor is it spelled with the same letters. Shaved, shived, shivved, sheaved, shrank. I shaved every day. How could you use shave for wordplay like that and still fit in the box? Maybe you could be a graphic designer? You're a shaver!
No.
Oh!
Should I do this one for you?
No. I know what it is. I know what it is.
Arise.
Yes, I know. I just got it and they gave me the B. Skip. Barber. Ha ha. Ah ha ha. So I guess I would have gotten more souls if, Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Whoa. That was, lucrative. Nyx has a new skill. Grabby. Grabby. Crabby. Brabby. Scrabby. Let's make sure we're all soothed. Okay. Okay, we're going to the swamps. No more distractions. What's the sparkly noise? This is like Animal Crossing music. Chest! Chest!
Oh, a lonely little fellow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's long and thin, sort of fluffy at one end, nasty at the other.
Fluffy at one end, nasty at the other.
It doesn't really smell of anything.
It's odorless.
What sound? Why did you say that?
Because I was asking if it sounds it. I swear. Smell. That was one of the things.
I've already tried.
No, you haven't!
Doesn't have
Wait, yes, you did. You did literally like 60 seconds ago, and it was odorless. Crow, Dro, Browro, Draro, Drabro, GoPro. Describe, smell, weight.
It's pretty light. It probably needs to.
Fluffy on one end, nasty on the other. What is its moisture level?
You're not making.
Yes, I am! How moist is it? It's not a complicated question. Huh. Drow, crow, meow, drow. I have one more question. I keep forgetting what the basic questions list is. I need to write that down on paper because they're not giving me on-screen reminders here. Ah! Ron, are you just posting solutions? Are you solutions posting? Just wanted to paste arrow? Are you just giving the whole entire game away?
What are you trying to say? Okay, no more playing with
Soft on one end, nasty on the other. Has to be
Remember what this thing is called.
light because I guess it does,
Oh,
and
well,
I
I
doubt it was important. I guess it's not arrow, but arrow might fit some of those descriptions. West Swamps. I am deleting a message. I think Ron Cinephile just accidentally like copy pasted some late game solutions. Jesus Christ. You only wrote R. That's not how I remember it. I cannot delete messages. Oh boy, we're off. We're off to a wonderful. Oh man. Oh boy, am I really feeling the magic of okay, whatever. We're gonna find a child rat in the swamps here. Not you. What's this thing? There's also a fish.
Then did they see the horned king riding at the head of his undead armies, a fearsome sight to behold. It is said that his demonic steed had the tail of a scorpion, the body of a lion, the head of a different lion, and the feet of a man.
Now what about the fish? What does the fish do?
Oh, can you see a fish? Good for you, I suppose.
It has the highlight around it though, like the bird cage does not. The fish looks interactable. Can I grab the fish?
No, we're not taking anything. If I left you to your own devices, you'd fill your pockets with junk.
Talk!
Oh, you lot going to the swamps, or coming from the swamps. Whichever way it is, just steer clear of the toads, please. Don't want you bringing back any infectious diseases.
Anything else?
It's a myth that us rats are not very hygienic.
Okay.
In fact, every few days, me and some of the fellas like to get together and have a good old groom. Really get it. Have you seen old King Goggo yet? He's something else.
There's a King Goggo somewhere around here. West Swamps, Slime Pits Palace.
So it was that in that hour of need, a young and humble peasant girl called Agda stepped shyly forward from the crowd, offering her own life to be consumed in flames, and thereby complete the seal. Long may we remember her sacrifice.
So those notes have a sort of ancient mythology, heroic, epic poetry thing sort of going on. What's with the fish that are highlighted and the ones that aren't? Maybe later on we'll have a character that can eat them
Are
or
you
something?
hungry? Boo-hoo, you're dead.
Funk fly. Junk. No, 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 no. Come on. No! Junk fly. Okay. Uh-oh. Did we take any hits? Do we have magic points? Are we running out of something when we soothe? Okay, this is a tough riddle.
Spirit,
And don't post the answer.
traveler, and answer me. The more there is of this, the less.
Okay, like fog, mist, clouds or something? Fog, mist, clouds, rain, storm. Oops, wrong. I accidentally pressed enter.
Do you want me to solve this one?
Oh, is he not actually asking me? Alright, it's some kind of visual cover. Obstruction. Visual cover. Blockages. Blockage.
Well, you want me to do it?
he's not asking me a yes or no question, because if I type yes or no, it spoils one of my riddle responses.
Shall I do this one for you? May I be of assistance?
No.
Come on, then.
Okay, so I said no, and that's what got me out of here, but guessing legitimately just put me back in here.
The more there is of this, the less you see.
D.
Oh, no. Do you want me to solve this one?
Oh. Yeah, that makes
Shall I
sense.
do this
That
one?
makes such perfect sense. Delusion. You have more delusions, the less of reality you see. I can't believe that's not the answer. What
You
else
want
could
me
it be?
to do it?
Delusion. Destruction. Delusion. Diversion. Distraction. I want to see if I can just say no. Okay, so no backs you out. That's interesting, but does it give you another hint? Also, Eddie, your
Speak
nose
up,
is...
Phantom.
So if I say no... No.
May
No. Okay, no takes you out and gives you a hint
I
letter.
speak now, spirit?
Dar...
Hold, traveler,
Dar...
and answer me.
Dar...
The more there is of this, the less you see.
Okay, sorry, I had to leave the desk for a second to take care of the dog thing. But while I was gone, I guessed the answer. Eddie, stay. Eddie's freaking out because of the storm. Okay. What's the box? What's the fish? What's the bug? It disappeared. I think I should kill the monsters. I got very good rewards.
Rise up and talk.
solve my riddle and free this poor unfortunate ghost. What starts with T is filled with T and ends in T.
Teacup. Teas. Teast.
Shall I do this one for you?
What happens if I actually answer yes? Oh, he actually does spoil? Okay,
Yes.
this is 30 souls gained. That did not seem like a lot. I do think that that's some kind of penalty. But I'm kind of weirded out by how there isn't a return back to the game button when you're in that screen. You have to type the word no, and it seems like you're inputting a guess. Ah! And we took one hit, but is there any consequence for soothing afterwards? Oh, there's a loot button? Enter? Enter? It said press enter to loot, but then it disappeared and nothing happened. Okay, now Eddie wants to sit in my lap again. Previously, he was trying to climb his way out to get on the floor. Oh, come on up, Eddie, come on. I'm sorry, I do not have the camera currently hooked up due to a important interview I have scheduled tomorrow on another computer. Oh. Okay. I think I'm ready again. This is totally a solid snake cardboard box. Oh no, it's not. It's a gelatinous blob. Okay, now Eddie's trying to climb out of my lap and onto the floor again. Okay, yeah, enter is totally a loot button, but nothing's happening. Maybe I haven't unlocked looting yet. Maybe there's some kind of looting tutorial I gotta go through. I'm getting it. I'm getting into the rhythm of things here. I just don't know if I'm gonna... Also don't know if I'm in a very good headspace for this right now. I got all the enemies. Yes, I did. Is there a consequence for soothing too much? After killing an enemy, you can select one of the letters. What? I could have selected them the whole time. Oh! Oh! I'm so bad! I've been doing this so wrong this whole time, and I just accidentally backtracked because I lost track of my sense of direction for a second. I hope the enemies didn't respawn. It looks like they didn't. That's good. Evil tofu. Okay, so trap, zap. Also, I think Maz, yell and soothe. Zap. Crabs? Yeah! Hell yeah, that's awesome. Do the traps hurt me? No, they do not. That's good. Jab! Why is it? Oh, it's blocking the J! I kind of had a brain fart there, but okay, here we go. So, we select 2 letters here. That's what the left-right loot thing is. Why was I so bad at, interpreting these UI calls? Anyways, we want to pick letters that we don't already have on the, agenda, and that's probably why the creature has such a weird name. I wonder if they rename the creatures based on what letters you don't have on your what do we want to call them? Our characters' abilities jostle. Yeah, T would be redundant. T and A would be redundant. They're already down there. R, K. Oh, but they have to be next to each other. I can't pick 2 letters that are far away from each other. Interesting. Okay, I and X are not on the table, so there's no I's or X's. Jostle. Jostle? I like Maz's voice acting, actually. Ah, jeez. Where did you come from? Jostle? We have had a death. Zaspt has dropped. Maybe PT? Also, what does jostling do? You could kick an unruly audience member the shin. Is it like a kick? 1 damage and knocks. Oh, so it is like Joro's 1 damage and knocks. It's like a boot. Jostle, soothe. Let's go back to the altar before moving further inside. Wasn't there an altar nearby? Yeah, altar, to altar. Harder.
Harder? You're not making any sense.
Harder, larder, barter, tarder? Can he slow people down?
Ah, it's you.
Oh no. Harder, tartar, larder, smarter, 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 murder? Is that what it is? Murder deals 1 damage but can be boosted with other skills. Oh, it's another ice stone.
I am the High Stone, sentinel of the Underland. Under my ever-watchful gaze, the dead...
Okay, so we need to touch a soul stone and then lie to it.
also need a good excuse. What is your business here at the royal tombs of
Agrafana Flagaflogan. We have come to prophecy. We have come to dream interpret. What would someone in a epic poetry ancient thing do if they come to a palace? Hey, we got the money. Harder, better, smarter. Harder, barter, martyr, smarter, martyr. Where does murder fit into there? Loot and plunder. We have come to propitiate the holy hecatomb of Apollo. We have come to worship.
Are you just saying words and
Yes.
hoping something will work? Be gone!
You got it, Chief. I will be gone then. Fake?
What's this then? Come a bit closer so the Fink can get a good whiff of you.
What do I want to... Help!
Ah, you want to get past the big eyeball over there, do ya? Want to get into the tombs, eh?
Robbery?
Well, let me give you a little hint. He's not as tough as he looks. Tell him you're robbers.
Oh,
and
loot
he'll
and
open
plunder was
right up.
actually right. Thanks.
And that's,
I was thanking him, but I guess he's incapable of
all right.
understanding, so I'll just leave. I have my doubts. Well, actually, before we go to whatever the ice stone is guarding this time, let's go back to the west swamps and restore our lost progress. Swamps. Wait, I think it was the regular swamps. These don't look quite as familiar, but they do look pretty familiar. No, these bad guys are still alive and kicking. Okay, now that I'm getting it, this is fun. This is cute. This is like like they turned the action Wheel of Fortune, the game show, into a dungeon crawling RPG. Slime pits, west swamps. I guess I avoided that bat enemy and went to west swamps. Yeah, this looks like a cleared out cell in a dungeon crawler. We are back to where we left off. Own houses. There's a skull riddle there. But isn't Bone Houses where I came from? So there's a bit of a loop going on. Is the geometry impossible? Okay, now I feel like I'm back in the uphill steep climb of the learning curve again. Some kind of loop. West Swamps, Palace. Let's try Palace. No, let's go back through the West Swamps, then to the regular swamps. And go into that area that was being blocked off by an enemy I hadn't beaten yet. So I think I hear a bug. A dung fly. Nom, 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 nom.
Rise from your grave.
I prod at the earth and tickle the sky. Should I touch you, you're bound to die. What
Yeah.
am I?
Lightning.
Yes.
Yeah, first try. Oh, come on, you could have been tougher than that. Alright, so I got 60 for getting it right on my very first try. So let me remember that as the benchmark. I remember getting 60 for my very first skull riddle after a few retries. And that's the same amount. I remember getting 30 from one that I failed a few retries at. And I remember getting 20 from one that I absolutely ate shit at and let the Cryptmaster guess instead of me because I was just testing to see how the game works. Zap. Trap. Hit. Yo. Hit. crabs. Bizarre. Oh, we've never really gotten a lot of Z's or B's, come to think of it. Let's do a Z and an I. Nope, nothing. Nothing.
Why are you lurking around in corners?
Because I wanted the axe worm. Okay, bone houses sounds like backtracking, but actually, that would be forward tracking. So there was nothing to be gained from the West Swamps, besides a few riddles, experience points, basically. Sold! Sold! Let's, I wanted to see the palace next, actually, instead of the bone houses. Got it. Yeah, guard. I should have been guessing that. Juro will take no damage while guarding.
Let's have it then.
Oh, this one should be easy.
It has lakes without water, houses without stones, hills with no height, and graves without bones. What is it?
Never mind, this one's really hard. Houses without stones, lakes without water, hills with no height, graves without bones.
Yes.
60, and that was a 3-letter word. Aura! Atlas!
Lagoon? Okay, what nonsense are you talking now?
Pert, pelt, part,
Part? I don't know what you mean.
pant?
What? Pant?
What do all the symbols mean? Pant, part, pelt. Plat, plot, plute, plurt, plet. Poet, come on, you can't be a
Stop
poet.
repeating yourself.
Part, pamped. It's not poot. Unfortunately. Bad news for poot lovers. Pelt, yeah. We tried pelt. Pulp. I almost don't want another one. Like, it's more fun if I get it with just the first and last letters instead. I don't want to know the ones in the middle. Paint. Paint? I can't paint things. Also, there was some jostle. I never really got to experiment with the jostling yet. Murder. That's funny. Packed.
I don't understand what... You keep saying the same thing.
Pete.
Why did you say that? Pin? I don't know what you're saying. I think you don't keep repeating things.
We'll just go to the palace and see if one of the monsters helps us out. Are these guys immune to traps? What's this white circle on my mini-map? One of the squares here is marked with a white circle on the mini-map. Huh.
Joro the warrior, Sin the thief, Maz the bard, Nyx the witch. These 4 heroes were entombed with great honors beneath the city they had so nobly defended. Some say they are merely sleeping, waiting for the day when they will once again be needed.
And this spot's marked with some arrows. Receptacle.
What's this?
Oh, I need to see the
It's a big sheet
basic
made
list
of
of questions
holes.
again. A big sheet made of holes. In.
Exceptionally light. Almost nothing to it. It doesn't have any particular odor.
Neo. Okay. Listen.
You can't hear anything unusual.
What were those questions? There was describe, smell, listen, wait, shape?
You want me to do it again?
Again?
It's a big
Okay.
sheet made of holes.
So rectangle? Paris Hilton's memoir. Big sheet made of holes. It doesn't smell unusual. It's exceptionally light. There's almost nothing there. 3-letter word begins with N.
Color?
Yeah, what color is it?
Enough. I'm not going to keep fussing over it. What's it called?
Exceptionally light, full of holes. It's very lightweight, nothing to it, no unusual odors. Is it a nag? Oh god. Exceptionally light, full of holes. A sheet full of holes. Ah. 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 Yeah.
It's a net. The knowledge is underwhelming.
But I need the questions back. It was like notes. Okay, yeah, tab. Brains, notes. Try different words. Look where, lick, recall. Sniff, use. So it's verbs. They really just want you using verbs for that. Look where, lick, recall, sniff, use. Which way was I going? Which way's forward? Which door did I come through and would... I'll go to the one with all the arrows pointing at it. I think I'm backtracking? Hey, I think this is the ratty I came looking for. The urchin.
Yuck! You lot smell awful. Why do you smell so bad? It must be because you're
Corpse.
dead.
Oh.
Dead people are the worst. They smell like rotten eggs mixed with dead fish. It must suck being dead. I saw a dead person run into a wall and his head fell off. What do you miss most about being alive? Is that what you used to drink? I only drink fish juice. But I guess I would miss that if I was dead. Listen, I can put my tail in my ear and it comes out my nose. You want to see? Anyway, what are you weirdos doing here? Did my dad send you to find me?
Yeah.
I thought so. He's too lazy to wash his own dishes. But anyone can say that, and my mom told me never to go off with weird zombies because they might murder me. That was before she went off with a bunch of weird zombies, and I haven't seen her since. Anyway, if my dad sent you, then what's my name?
Ready.
Yeah, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Okay, I'll come with you if you do something for me first. I buried a really valuable treasure out in these swamps, but I'm too scared of the toadmen to go and dig it up. I drew a funny picture to help me remember where I left it. Just look for the picture and dig up my treasure.
Where's the picture? Look for the picture.
What?
Drawn a picture
Made you look.
on the wall. Picture? Is the picture somewhere out there? Is it on one of these walls? He sounded awfully confident in me just knowing what he would mean. Can I get more?
Come back without my
Ah!
Aw, you big meanie.
Why is it all capital?
Just a kid. Did you dig up my treasure?
I
Remember,
drew a
like,
picture on the wall,
so
so
I
I know where to
to
find it. Where's
Hey, Echo!
the wall?
Echo!
Which wall? Drew a picture on the wall. I don't see what it could be, unless I'm looking right at it and like misinterpreting the art. Like, I see some weird things everywhere. I don't think it's here. I drew a picture on the wall. Also, I am going to write down those verb questions because I feel like they should be displayed on the screen. Tab, chests, no, guessing, yeah. Look, where, lick. Recall is just wild to me. I'm writing these down. Look. Look, where, lick, recall, sniff, use. I'm really scared about never finding the picture he's talking about. I'm really scared of the picture being in here somewhere and me missing it and spending way too long not knowing what I'm doing. Yeah, I really am not seeing it. I'm leaving the room and looking for it elsewhere. But if I don't find it after a while, what do? I'm gonna come back and get the same message. There's a picture on a wall somewhere. Picture on a wall somewhere. I just don't like how he said the wall. Like I should just know which wall he's talking about. Let me tab. Read it again. Ratty has hidden a precious treasure in the swamps and drawn a picture on the wall to mark the spot. Go there and dig it up. Fishing pools. Bone houses. It's not going to be on the wall Like, these zones are way too big to be hiding something like that out there. Is that what this little white mark is supposed to be? Dig? Stink bomb, dig up Ratty's treasure.
What is that disgusting odor?
I'm so... Like, that felt like such a long shot. Because there is no picture on the wall. Go there and dig it up. Okay, I got the idea for dig from the capital letters. That was borderline subconscious. Ready is hidden a picture and drawn a picture on the wall to mark the spot. There is a kind of sort of diamond shape to the pattern on the wall, but it doesn't look like a drawing. The whole game's in black and white. It's not like there'd be colors. But I got it. I got it from the marker on the mini-map more than from the drawing on the wall, which I would not have interpreted as a drawing on the wall without having to think this hard about it. Yeah, wow. Whew, okay, let's go back to Ratty and deliver it.
Look at your faces. I farted in a hole and you dug it up. This is the best day of my life.
We did it.
Back home now. I'm getting hungry. See you later, losers.
We saved the child in distress. Okay, let's go talk to... Huh? Okay, let's go talk to the father rat and see if we get some kind of rewards. How could the Maz skill be? Pelt, pant, poot. I guess it's bone houses that I'm going to. Wait, did I come from the palace? West Swamp, Slime Pit. Okay, no, I remember going through that door. So I'm in the bone houses right now. I'm going to the bone houses in the next zone. Okay, I remember going through that safety lever thing. Tunes. This must be where the daddy rat is. There's a white marker on the spot here. Huh? Alright, I'm gonna try digging on this white spot. Think the
Couldn't
cage.
keep away, eh? What can I do for you?
Was he there? Think.
They used to call me something different, you know, back when my teeth were sharper.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ta-ta for now.
Alright, so the white is like a point of interest. Ah! Oh, we're not doing that yet. Leave. Leave.
That's no reason to enter here. Be gone.
Right. Where do I go? Bone houses. Lost. Altar! Wait a second, didn't I come from the tombs? But the tombs has an eye stone blocking. Okay, I'm here, I made it.
Well, I see my boy is back. I don't know how to begin to thank you, so I won't even try. In fact, I'm a little bit annoyed with you. I've forgotten what a pain in the tail he is. He's already broken 3 dishes today.
Echo!
Now, what do we do with the portable cauldron? Just say alchemy, okay.
No, we can't really use this yet.
Never mind.
Maybe later I'll figure out what to do with it.
All right. Save point. Yay. Okay, we came from here. Did we? Did we come from here?
What are you doing mooching around here? What are you talking about?
I tried. I'm trying to get my sense of direction oriented. It's definitely not oriented. We came from the crypt, not the tombs. That's right. Okay, so I remember encountering the daddy rat. I feel like I came from this direction, but it's blocked off here. I remember walking past these 2 rats because I thought they were bad guys. But the thing is that I was introduced to the daddy rat before the non-hostile regular rats.
Hey, I'm hungry.
But I thought I got the altar after being introduced to the daddy rat. And tombs are blocked off by an ice stone that I do not remember seeing when I was on my way in this area, but seems to be blocking off the only route that's close to what I do remember feeling like the way I came from. But I came from a well. Once I see the well, I'll know for sure that that was my starting point, and I'll be able to gauge better which areas I've cleared out and which I still have to go to. It's not the swamps. I definitely remember being introduced to the concept. No, it's not tower either. Leave. Leave.
Oh, nice try. But I'm afraid you maggots are stuck with me. I'm not going in.
I think I'm just blocked out from where I came from at this point somehow. I don't remember it happening, but... Or I'm just so lost that I'm way far off of the route that I used to get in here with. You teleported across the bridge. Right! Oh, I kind of forgot I did that. I typed the noun bridge to perform the verb teleport, and that is what got me across the area that looks like the tombs. Okay, so maybe if I type the word bridge in front of that gap in the map, it'll bring me across to the other side. Wait, no, this isn't the right way either. Tombs, altar. It's not tower, and it's not swamps, it's altar. Okay. Bridge. Wait, no, I was just that way. Bridge. Woo! Is it just rotating me 180 degrees around and turning me right back? Yes, yes it is. It is just turning me around 180 degrees. I don't think I can go back. It looks like there's 2 entryways in here, though. Brings me here. Maybe teleport?
What does that mean? You can talk. What are you trying to say?
I'm not going back. I guess I'm not going back. I am still gonna be somewhat lost as we trudge ahead. Tower, tombs, swamps. I'm guessing it's tombs I'm gonna want. I wonder if they look different.
You old corpses still got... Ah, you want to get past the big eyeball over there, do ya? Want to get into the tombs, eh? Well, let me give you a little hint. He's not as tough.
Robbery, okay.
Oh.
No, no, ah! Leave, leave, leave. Sorry, I just pressed the arrow keys too hard.
What is your business here?
Robbery.
You're tomb robbers? Why would you tell me that? Well, you can't come in. Be gone.
You told him you were going to rob the tomb.
I'm willing to try whatever works.
Oh, I never thought you'd actually do it, you bunch of idiots. All right. That's the best laugh I've had in ages. So, I'm going to do you a little favor. I'm going to tell you the real way to get in. But you got to do something for me first. It's only a little thing. I get so bored up here. I just want a game of cards. What do you say?
Sure.
Too late anyway. I've dealt them out now.
I couldn't type anything.
Okay. This game is called Whatever. You got that? Whatever. You ever want to play with someone, you just say whatever. Okay? Not everybody plays, but a lot of folk do. Hope you're ready for a good thrashing. Right, try to pick 2 letters that are on your cards. You'll damage me for every letter you pick that is also in the name of one of your cards.
Let's go over that again. Try to pick 2 letters that are on your cards. I guess these are my cards on the screen. You'll damage me for every letter you pick that is also in the name of one of your cards. Try to pick 2 letters that are on your cards. Okay. Tullo, flap, pock, nip. Why is the S black?
Now it's my turn.
We take turns until one of us is at 0. That means you've lost. If you've lost, then the other fella has won. That's bad for you, but good for the other fella. Now, remember, when you fill out a whole name, it has the effect that is written on that card. You with me?
This is so contrived. If you can't see any moves, get a new hand. We're trying as hard as we can to think of minigame ideas that involve the picking of letters to complete vocabulary words. Why are they black? Good thing I have unlimited time. Those are wild letters? What does that mean? I don't know what a wild letter is. They shift every play. Was there a tutorial thing I missed? A, G, G, U. I don't see a lot of good options. I might want to pick a new hand. New hand. Oh no, none of them are black. Oh, I used a turn doing that. Okay, alright, now... Alright, in our... S... Sue... I'm not seeing a lot of good matches on this one either. Am I gonna have to sacrifice my hand again? Is he cheating? Did they give me a really easy first hand and then throw me in the deep end afterwards? V, T, T, F, R, Y. I don't see it. I'm not seeing. Alright. New hand. I wish there was the tooltip on the screen reminding me that down on the keyboard does something. I'm liable to forget this the next time we load in. Like I forgot the 5 questions for asking about the treasure chest items. GC CH IA. POC. What does POC mean? Not seeing it. Not seeing it. I'm so lost. I'm so confused. Okay, so 2 cards just went away. 2 cards just got added. I got some black letters. They're taking letters and adding letters from my hand. I don't get to see what his words are either, or his hand. I don't know, this just kind of feels like the camo from Metal Gear Solid 3. I mean, I gotta take a minute to count it out and go down the list, but there is an objectively correct choice here. Why would I pick any others? Right, unless I'm misunderstanding something. Alright, I'll keep pressing the win game button and then get confused about the things sliding across the screen. I don't know how much I'm feeling this experience. What is bow? What is pock? I don't know if those are English. Talo, I don't know, that sounds like the brand name of a candy product. Are they trying to pretend like these are verbs, like these are words that make sense? Because some of them do. Gab and Nip does, but Pock and Bow and Talo might as well just be a random handful of letter and vowel combos. They're creatures. They are? Okay. I didn't know that yet. George is a lot more of a word than Pock, okay? Is the new gonna give me anything? The H might, the H and T might now. Okay, why are some of the letters on the cards brighter than others? Do I get extra points for picking those or something? Okay, look up Bow next. Look up B-O-H and see what that means. I never met anyone named... I filled those in. Okay. Wait, does that mean I get less points? What does that mean? What does all of the visual language on the screen that's getting shoved in my face actually mean? How is it teaching me this? How did you guys learn this shit? You guys didn't have a chat box helping you out along the way. If you fill in every letter in the name, you do the effect on the card. Deals 2 damage, heals 3 damage. Okay, so I guess damage and healing are the numbers. Converts 2 letters into wild letters. I still don't know what a wild letter is. If you get a B right now, that Gab card gets played. Gab card gets played. Okay, so I deal 2 extra points of damage if I get a B. But if I pick correct notes, it looks like I deal damage anyway, so maybe by picking some other letters I might be able to deal more than 2 damage. Okay, so I guess that's the extra strategic layer going on here that I might have been missing, is that I can choose some choices that have more delayed effects for later versus short-term effects for... Okay, I'm figuring it out, Whew. Bo, Talo, Y, G... I don't know what a wild letter is. What? Yeah. Oh, I feel so stupid. I guess I'll just get a new hand. Okay, that time I did not take any damage from getting a new hand. What fucking ever. It's the B. Do we got a B? We don't have a B. Pock, Nip, Bowl, Talo. I guess? Yeah, see, I'm doing damage. But if I get 1 B, I'll do 2 damage. I don't see a B. There is a B. Okay, so if I get this B, I'm going to deal 2 damage and heal 3 damage. And there's a D, but the D should have no effect. Okay, so that means that his counter should go down by a lot, actually, by 3. Because the B, as far as I understand the rules of this game, me picking the B will deal 1 point of damage because there's a B on the Gab card. And after playing all the letters on the Gab card, I should have 2. It should deal the effect of the card, which means 2 damage. That's 3 total from playing the B on the Gab card. Now I might get 4 damage because there's also a B on the Bow card. I don't have a no. I'm not going to heal damage, but yeah, let's do 4 points of damage, right? 8. Okay. 6. Yeah, right. Flap. Loads an additional monster, but it looks like I just got played by the flap card. Alright. Hello. Flap. Yeah, this will do. I'm almost done. I might have room to experiment with these wild letters now and find out what they do. I don't know if it did much. That just gave him a turn. Okay, so I don't know what wild cards means. I still don't. Wild letter? Not wild cards. And now I can't make mistakes. I can't screw around anymore. Talo, flap. Do I got an L? Do we got an L? We got an I. Got an H. Can't believe there's no E's. Easy. What? Am I screwed all of a sudden? There's nothing there. I guess. Okay, the H. The A. Wow.
I'm not a sore loser, but you lot must have been cheating or something. Now, you kept your side of the bargain, so I'm gonna keep mine. Every now and then...
Yeah, it's assumed that the rat is going to have his own cards later, but with mini games like this in video games, there's almost always some degree of, like, smoke and mirrors or cheating going on that...
They still get paid by the places they conquered.
That I'd like to be a little more aware of. To deliver a bag? On the horn fragments. When did I? Oh, these. Yeah. Okay, I remember now.
At the head of his undead armies, a fearsome sight to behold. It is said that his demonic steed had the tail of a scorpion, the body of a lion, the head of a different lion, and the feet.
Bringing tribute. Okay, I was gonna type in like bags or something, but tribute. They want tribute.
What is your business here at the royal tombs of
Tribute.
Oh, is it that time again? I might have dozed off for a few years. Well then, enter!
Oros. The high minimap's kind of blocking. There it is. Okay. Interesting font choice. Let's see what this monster is. To pass through here, you must fight.
Fight? What a silly suggestion.
Yeah, I know. Outrageous, right? Oh, crouch, crawl. Okay. Did it? So, how come my traps aren't working? Oops. I can see now, though, the input mistakes I was making that caused me to completely miss that. Port! White buildings, golden evenings. Wait, what does port do, though? Oh, this is different. This is, not a combat command. Oh, I already had one of those earlier with the Atlas. Okay, now the traps is something I still have yet to figure out, because I'd like to lay a trap and zap this guy in the grand tradition. Now I don't want to miss. I've noticed that I miss my jabs if I try to hit them during the knockdown. Corgo. No K's. Talia the Wicked. That sounds like a boss? Edgar the Just. Sounds easier than Talia the Wicked. Oh wait, there was a less scary door I could interact with earlier. Where did it go? Door.
Ma to the wise.
Huh?
Wisdom
Is it a lock?
is such a foggy concept. I'd never trust anyone.
Mark to the... What are you talking about? Okay, so I go to open a locked door. I'm guessing this is a locked door, right? I go to open a door. It did not say it was locked. What is going on here? am I typing? Enter? Arrows. Arrows! Alright. Something, what did he say? Someone the wise? Was it Otto? The wise? Oh! Grotto, Botto, Addo. Can I get that again? I was just hit with so much shock that how do I... Can we go back?
Time to move on.
Interact with door. Okay, door. Marta the Wise. Marta. So, he just... Does he really just tell you the solution? No, he can't. He can't. Marta the Wise. Alright, maybe it's wise? Or maybe it's backwards? Marta...
You may continue.
I'm trying to backspace actually. Door.
Marta the Wise. Your wisdom is such a foggy concept. I'd never trust anyone who calls herself wise.
And Yupo. Is it not Marta at all? Is it gonna be a noun? Okay, but like, why? Why is he saying that? Like you just click on something in a game and Marta the Wise, how foolish to call yourself wise. When the camera zooms in on a lockpick, like this is a SpongeBob cartoon level nonsensicality going on here, being played straight. It's not gonna be Marta. Is that a cryptic hint for the puzzle? Melt? Melt? Do I press enter? E? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Mellow. Milo? Also, I don't know what the button is to input a solution.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean okay? Okay, so it's backspace to go back out. No, it's escape. I was pressing backspace.
Marta the Wise.
Wisdom is such a foggy... Okay, I did see some O's. Fog is a G. Double G, I can even... Someone who calls herself wise. Ugh. Be so best. Oh, thank you, I guess. Did you hear the one about the pizza? Never mind, it's too cheesy. Oh, my sides. I am being split open by the sides. Mess, guess, best. There's not a lot of letters to choose from here. Whenever I finally hit it, it's gonna feel real stupid, and it might just be Marta the Wise. Is it initials? Milled. Do I press escape when I get it? Maybe I should set it to best and press escape. Maybe there's a hint around the environment somewhere that I missed.
Right.
Okay, he said right, but I got it wrong. Guys, is my issue with this game the writing? Is it the writing? Am I just having a very hard time understanding the most basic English instructions here? Because when you get the answer wrong, the Crypt Keeper says right, and so on and so forth, and such issues. I've not been here before. I'm also having issues with getting lost. All the areas really look super duper similar. No, I don't want a hint. Marta the Wise. Wait, I have been through there. I don't remember the archways, but I do remember the left and right. Talia the Wicked, Edgar the Just. Oh, those are gonna have locks on them too, aren't they? Door.
Talia the Wicked. She sounds nice.
Maybe that rat in the cage knows more about these. Okay, Talia, Edgar. Oh god, oh lord. Map screen? What map screen? There hasn't been a map screen. What are you talking about? Okay, Marta the Wise. So, this is another issue I've been having with the game. The mini-map in the top center of your screen covers shit up. So, like, when the Crypt Keeper was saying, Marta the Wise, why would you call yourself wise? I didn't see it. I didn't see that Marta the Wise was on top of the door portal we were going through because the mini-map had it covered up on the screen. It's placed perfectly there. Right on top. So it was a complete non sequitur, completely nonsensical to me when I was parsing that information. Let's go ask the rat in a cage about Marta, Oros, and Talia. I can remember those, but that's notebook jot down writing stuff. Marta, Talia, Oros.
You?
Marta.
Oh, Marta the Wise. Yeah, I don't know how wise she really was. Sometimes people think you're wise if they can't make sense of what you're saying. And nobody could make sense of that old girl. Hazy as swamp fog she was.
Hazy Oros.
Alros the High.
Aros,
the
excuse
stories say
me.
about him? Crazy as a boot full of butterflies he was. Thought he could fly. Jumped off the highest tower in his kingdom. Splat!
Talia.
Talia the Wicked. Even I don't dare say her name too loud. She was a killing queen if ever there was one. Coin was all she liked. Cold, hard coin.
Okay, so let's get back to Marta. He's giving me hints, isn't he?
You asked about that already.
Well, please tell me again.
You asked about that already.
Are you shitting me?
Don't be strangers.
Alright.
Could.
Marta.
Oh, Marta
Thank
the
you.
Wise.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how
Hazy.
wise she really was. Sometimes people think you're wise if they can't make sense of what you're saying.
Sense.
Nobody could make sense of that old girl. Hazy as swamp fog.
Okay, let's try hazy.
Alright.
So maybe the solutions are going to be antonyms? It was bone houses, right? Am I going the right way or the wrong way? Danger. Oh, here's the crawl. Yeah, this is the right way. Even though crypts certainly are bone houses. Okay, now let's try hazy.
Marta the Wise.
It's not.
Wisdom is such a foggy
Oh
concept.
man.
I'd never trust anyone.
Unless it's
who calls
hazy
herself
backwards.
wise.
Okay, B, G, M, G, B, A, Mabga. Guess, it's not hazy. Yeah, anyway, let's go back. Hear it again. Okay, the map section of the tab menu is just for fast travel. Oh. Bone houses, bridge, tombs, the far side of the broken bridge. Oh. Is that how I actually get back to my starting point? No, I think I'm locked out from my starting point by the looks of things. Okay, bone houses or tombs. Oh god, those are synonyms. Bone houses or I get. Was it which? Where did I leave off? Let's try tombs. I think it was tombs, not bone houses that I was in. Yeah, it was. Okay, Oros the High.
Auros the High. What flight of fancy might he have chosen for a password? Right, time to move on. Auros the High. What flight of fancy might he have chosen for a...
So the Crypt Keeper jostles you relentlessly, and like the things he is saying just seem weirdly at conflict with some other things going on in my experience here. He says right when you're wrong. He says the areas, the way the areas are named seem ripe for confusion. Bone houses versus tombs are different zones. Oros. Splat. Yeah, let's try Splat. I don't remember S's and P's though. Escape. Escape! No, not escape! Leave! Sometimes the tooltips of the controls are just wrong. You being screwed with. That's video games, alright. Let's try Splat. Nope, no S's, just as I remember. So he fell down, he splattered. Can we spell out a word that's synonymous with one of those? Coop.
Right.
I also don't know if I'm pressing the right button or not for inputting the password.
What flight of fancy might he have chosen for a password?
Drop? Dorp? Do I make a misspelling of a similar password?
As you were.
As I was. I guess that's not it.
Auros the High. What flight of fancy might he have chosen for a password?
I don't even...
Right.
I am so lost. I am so lost and so confused. I don't know if I'm confused. I just know that there's a somewhat laborious process of elimination that would help me get to it eventually, if I have the time. I've never heard the flavor text for these guys. Wait, yes I have.
She sounds like...
When he just straight up gives you the hint to go to the hint rat. Are you asking for it? No, I don't want a hint. I don't want a hint.
Edgar the Just. If I liked justice, which I don't, what might I have as my password?
Oros, Talia. Edgar, I haven't asked about Edgar. There's Oros, Talia, Marta, and Edgar.
Hey, you fellas. Could Edgar the Just? Yeah, I've heard of him. They say he was a real stickler for law and order. He liked everything to be balanced just right. Even-handed, that's what they say. Oh, you'll be back. Please.
Now there's an enemy, there was not one before. I already had those letters. It felt like I had to pick something in a hurry and I didn't think about it too long. Okay, so I think Edgar the Just is gonna want like symmetry in his password. He's gonna want... I noticed that the letters had some duplicate choices, so I think you want... Oh, I don't remember what it's called, but you know, a letter that spells the same forwards and backwards.
If I like justice, which I don't, what might I have as my password?
I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know if I want to keep trying. Palindrome. Yeah, but it's not. I see that the choices to make a palindrome are not there. Oh, I wish it was fart. I would also feel a lot more confident about doing this if there was, like an input password button. Like if spacebar or enter were testing these things for the right thing, but I don't know if it is or not. So that relegates such possibility to mere escape.
Right. What's next?
And I sure as hell am not going to want to be mashing the escape button while inputting choices over and over again for brute forcing it. Those hints from the rats are very literal.
Hey, I'm up here, in the cage. Back again? What's the trouble now?
Oops,
Oh, yeah.
wrong one. There we go.
Alros
The High. You know what the stories say about him? Crazy as a boot full of butterflies. Okay, that's literal apparently. Thought he could fly, jumped off the highest tower in his kingdom, splat. I'm not seeing very many metaphorical ways to read that besides the boot full of butterflies. Whoa. Stories... Crazy as a boot full of butterflies. Thought he could fly, jumped off the highest tower. Oh, what euphemisms.
Yeah, I don't know how wise
Sometimes
she
people
really
think
was. Sometimes people think you're wise if they can't
hazy
make
as
sense of what you're
a
saying.
swamp fog.
Nobody could make sense of that old girl.
Okay, if that's literal, then is Marta, was she an ethereal fog creature? Was she made out of gas particles?
Edgar the Just.
They say he was a real
Yeah, I've
stickler
heard.
for law and order.
They say he was a real stickler for law and order. He liked
Even-handed.
everything to be
Okay, now if that's literal, I still don't see how that helps me.
even-handed. That's what they say.
Edgar, Oros, Marta. Who am I missing? There was another one. Edgar, Oros, Marta. Oh. Oh, who was the fourth? Leave for now.
All right. Come back soon.
May I ask you a leading question that would lead you towards understanding something? Maybe. I hope it's not too obvious, though, but I really am at a loss, and I'm going nowhere fast.
What flight of fancy might he have chosen?
Flight of fancy. Yeah, oh, and another thing is interpreting environmental art here. Is there a clue on a wall or something? There kinda sorta was one earlier with the ratty rat and the gas bag he leaves you, but it was so... Like, your field of view is so restricted that you can't get a good look at it, and this mini-map up here has blocked some important things. There's no clue on a wall, no, okay. Because that has happened at least once so far in this game before, so I don't know if that's something I need to be looking out for or not.
What flight of fancy might he have chosen for the password?
Borp? Also, you said that my eyes were gonna roll and I was gonna sigh when I'm figuring it out anyway, so... I feel like... Is it possible to give a hint for a puzzle like that and the hint not be too obvious? Borp. Burp. Biop.
Oh yes, I was just about to say that one.
Okay. Oros the High. Guys, when birds jump off towers, they don't go splat. The password was bird. That is somewhat related to concepts of flight and towers, but that's not... I would not... That's... Alright, what's next? I got that from luck. I got that from luck, and I don't even know how satisfied I am with that being the answer. So, is there like an animal that's famous for being smart or stupid?
Such a foggy concept. I'd never trust anyone who calls herself wise.
Mist, yeah.
Ah, that's it.
That was a possibility that I had tossed about at some point, wasn't it? Okay, now can I see how the traps work? Is it actually predictive? That took away a point. Nice. And I can't hit him while he's on the ground. What is the camera doing? Did we take a hit? I think he missed. Entering a direct damage skill with the L will do 1 extra damage. Neat. I don't know if I have any of those. Yay. No R's, please. The E is redundant. N is redundant. D and I? Yeah, let's do that one. Another thing I'm kind of sort of taking issue with is this like consequence-free soothing. The combat is not as interesting as I was hoping it would be. I hope you've noticed how fast and easy it has very quickly become.
think of the just.
You know, it was
lack
even-handed.
justice, which I don't, what might I have as my password?
Like everything in order and in balance. Everything in balance, even-handed. Fair! Yeah! So another thing I'm noticing with this puzzle is that Bird... It seems like it would be impossible to get that unless you failed a bunch already first. Okay, Talia, I didn't get a hint from the rat, but I'm also now feeling like the hints from the rat are actually kind of redundant. It's more a process of elimination of words related to the adjective that you narrow down as you see what letters are available on the locks, more than it is applying actual learned logic from the rat to the concepts. Talia. It was Talia, right? I'm almost done with these passwords, though. Let's see. She was a killing queen. A third was when coin was all she liked. Cold, hard, cold. Okay. So coin, maybe, but it's going to be a synonym with coin. So it might also be somehow related with greed. But yeah, it does feel like I'm getting these solutions through more of a brute force process of elimination than I am actually using my brain to get them. And I felt bad. This is how I felt when playing The Witness. I don't know how compatible my brain is with actual hardcore dedicated puzzle games. Okay, we want a synonym with coin or something. And we also want some word that's synonymous with concepts of greed or wickedness or something. It's within 4 letters, and as I scroll through these letters, eventually we'll hit something like that. And I might even raise my eyebrows at how much of a stretch the final word association may turn out being. Oh yeah, you saw it. I'll see it eventually, just give me some time. Toll. Nope. Oh, and I think the successful password registry was leaving it on the password for a second or two. So when I'm testing a word, I just want to leave it on for a second or two and see if the Crypt Keeper starts talking. Gold! There we go.
I was just about to
Oh, we didn't even have to leave it on for a second. Okay, so, but like you saw the process, right? I walked into this room with a perfectly valid possibility in mind. Synonymous with coin, related to greed. You just have to scroll through the letters until you see it, and there's something about that is not satisfying me. It does not feel like I'm using my brains. It feels like I am brute forcing my way through a limited system, because this is reminding me of how much frustration and anger and like how limiting it feels to play games like this to me. They obviously have their fans. Human beings are all very different, and I'm not wired for this. This is most puzzle games. Yeah, so like some of these puzzles are straight up riddles. And when you're giving someone a riddle, I hate riddles because they can mean anything. Like they just, there's way too much room for freedom of interpretation for riddles in real life. But then a puzzle game is going to be a very limiting experience. What is this? It's like a tension between how many options they give you and how frustrating it can sometimes feel to feel limited within a framework of options for a problem that looks like it should be tackleable from many more angles. If this was a book, if you were looking at this in a book in real life, you could scribble on the pages, you could tear the pages up. You can't. I gotta work within the parameters of the developer's limits here, and it feels like stumbling upon whatever very specific dance routine they want you to do. When playing Castlevania for the NES, for example, there's a very different feeling from modern action games because classic action games from the 1980s were very limiting. They wanted you to do a very specific kind of song and dance that the developer had planned for making your way through a level, and if you did one wrong move, you'd die and have to retry. And you'd buy a strategy game that explained to you the delicate, specific order of this dance. And there was really only one way to go through those games. Kind of feels like modern puzzle games are still... Like, how many different alternate solutions to these problems are there in the system? You eliminate other options and then there is only one solution. I said cuss words to the Cryptmaster and laughed at myself. I've not done that yet. Is that how you make the game, like, more... Anyways, let's... I gotta put it down eventually because I'm at my bedtime and I still actually have work to do tonight, but I'm curious enough to see what's in one of these rooms. And I do also want to point out, all of these rooms have looked so close to each other. I've gotten lost. A lot of bad guys. And after the combat, I'm just going to type soothe a few times, and it'll be like the combat never mattered. P, okay. I don't think I have any of those, though. Zap. There we go. Da-da-da-da-da. I don't have any T's on the board. I don't have any M's either. What do I want more? A T or an M? Drone. What's the spell for Nyx? This is another one where there are 26 possible solutions and I just gotta brute through them to get them. Drown! There we go, got it. Drown. Powerful memories of sinking through shades of blue. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out sins. What do we have here? 26 times 26. There's like 80 possible solutions. So at that point, guessing a word that ends in ord that is related to Sin's character, abilities, and backstories is not that... It does not take much brains to do that. It just takes time. Let's kill this next monster. I'm more interested in doing that than brute force and the solutions. Yay. What's... What? What is that? Only one I don't have is the G. was interested to see what was behind the locked door that had a tough puzzle attached, but there really was not much interesting on the other side. Is there something interesting in here? I got a gelatinous cube. Let's just go. Let's just move on. We don't need to fight it. What are you? You're a little different. Oh, hey.
Look on the remains of Oros the High, and kneel before your betters. Then tell me true what word it is that's shorter when you add 2 letters.
What word is shorter when you add 2 letters? Short. Dun, 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 dun.
Now take what you desire.
Is it because I'm like a professional writer? Is that why this is just getting me rolling my eyes? Like I do this professionally for hundreds of hours for more than a decade of my life, so maybe like the thought of brute forcing my way through various combinations of the entire alphabet is not particularly intimidating to me, and getting some of these right on the first try is not feeling particularly thrilling to me. It's just, I don't know if it's just compatible with me, my specialties, what I'm looking for in a game and in the systems and what it is testing of me. It's this one's, I don't know how compatible this one is. I see the idea, I get it. Let's do one of these. And maybe I can demonstrate some of the ennui I'm feeling towards. Okay. Again, I have my list. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions to ask him, and it's a 20 questions game. And in the tutorial pop-ups that then disappear off the screen, they give you 6 perfectly fine starter ones. One of them is absolutely wild, and it's recall. Thing is, recall as a verb, listed next to verbs like look, where, lick, shift, shit, smell. Did I scribble that down with some bad handwriting? Smell and use. Recall is like way more vague than all those other words and could encapsulate all those previous ones in very different kinds of literary or verbal contexts. But let's go down the list and see how we do. Look is exactly the same as describe.
It's a squat, circular tube of wood, open at one end and covered at the other.
Okay, like a pin, a pipe, tool. It sounds like a type of tool. Covered at the other could be a pipe, plumbing pipe. Where, lick, taste? Recall. Recall is wonderful. That's almost like a super verb compared to the others. I remember. See, that's another version of look.
Altar steps with these before them and a
Stick in each hand. Right? So I typed look and I got tube open on one end, the altars with these before them and a stick in each hand. So staff. Now it's sounding like a kind of ritualistic staff or something. But the thing is, what he just said is not verbally that different, literally that different from what a normal English-speaking human might expect when typing in the word look. Was the game originally designed for a different language? Is that what's going on here? But yeah, I typed in recall. I got something that sounds like look. That's apparently a different result than look. Let's see what it says for taste.
The round area on the top tastes a little leathery.
It kind of reminds me of like a shepherd's staff, like curved at the end, round at the top is a little leathery.
The end that's covered smells faintly leathery.
Tastes leathery and smells leathery. Use. Use is another very, very vague verb that almost sounds like he's going to give you some other verb that could be perfectly valid, but it's not going to give you the same description use would.
I have a feeling
that you need to hit this thing to use
it.
A drumstick? Drum!
What do you mean?
It's open on one end and hollow on the other.
No more playing with it. Time.
It tastes kind of leathery on one end, on the covered end. Smells kind of leathery because it's an animal skin stretched across a cylinder. But drum was not it. R-U-M. We'll use all the letters, George, please. Did I mistype it? Did I mistype? I'll try drum again, but I thought I got it. I guess I mistyped. Okay.
Drum.
Oh, that one's on me. But, yeah, these don't... I don't feel good about the brain cells I had to use to get that one, you know? It just felt kind of like work. It just felt kind of like work. Yes, you mistyped drum. You mistyped drum. I'm gonna have to put it away. We're at 12:10 a.m. here, and I still have an hour, if not more, of some leftover work to do for the week, and then a very important interview that I'm waking up at bright and early at 9 a.m. on a Saturday to do tomorrow morning. How do I put this politely? Please talk to the skull on the opposite tunnel. Okay. Thanks for the recommendation for Ron Cinephile and others who recommended this game and thought that it would be a good George game. Thanks to developer and publisher for providing code. Thank you. We're gonna talk to the skull on the opposite tunnel here.
Rise, spirit.
This is a big one.
With us.
This is a very long one.
This poor soul and answer me.
Which word is it you always spell
Which word is it?
That could be a number.
Incorrectly.
Which word is it you always spell incorrectly? That's the same joke as the previous one, though. They just did it twice. Well, it was what? What word is shorter if you add 2 letters? What word do you always spell incorrectly? It's a... Okay. Alright, the combination of silly dad jokes with black and white grimy dungeon crawly aesthetics also, I don't know if it quite... It's hitting my honey bone. So nice. Funny bone, I mean. So nice they used it twice. I just don't know how to elegantly end this. I don't know if this has happened before. I think you have 2 characters' words there. Oh, I kind of missed that. Rattle. Drums. Oh, nice. That sounds useful. I don't know if I will make it... I don't know if I will create a game state in which it will be fully used, but, I need... No, I don't want the chest. I have to wrap up the stream. Not all the game recommendations can be winners. This is the first time I think I've really not jived with one. Wait, this is the wrong way. I'm trying to get to a save point. But they're always worth a try. It's at least fun giving it a try. Okay, I have an idea. Maybe we can talk about it. Maybe we can end the stream by talking about it. If Ron Cinephile is still around here, maybe I can get a exchange of perspectives here. Because Ron Cinephile was on Cloud 9. May I ask, how did you first desecrate the altar? I was very confused. I was wondering why I was even supposed to, because I don't feel like it was clearly explained to me in the writing. I typed a few words until... I think I typed Y before typing smash. I think it was smash that I pressed. How did you first desecrate the altar? I don't remember that clearly. But yes, if Ron Cinephile is still around, I don't know if Ron Cinephile is still around, because I would like to end with some kind of dialogue if it's possible. Casey Explosion might be a Cryptmaster defender. It sounds like a lot of people were really jazzed about this game.
Are you delaying? What are you doing here?
There might have been a bug. It's a very good and diligent and normal thing to crawl around in the dark corners of a dungeon and look for bugs and eat them. Oh my gosh, it was my game of the year last year? What am I missing here? Why am I... What is... It's not depression, is it? Oh no, I can't... I don't want to go back that way again. It's interfacing with you in a unique new way. I'm after that stuff. I'm looking for it. I think something about the way it just feels so contrived about how to turn every aspect of, or so many aspects of the gameplay experience into a word search puzzle. A fill-in-the-blank Hangman, Wheel of Fortune style word puzzle that it feels less like we're treading new grounds and innovating into new types of gameplay, and more like we are pulling strings very, very hard to connect disparate concepts that don't immediately naturally seem like they belong with each other, and that giggling at the novelty of that is more the point than doing something new or learning something new through the game. Instead of expanding gaming's creative limits, they are connecting disparate destinations on the maps of gaming genres, and I just don't know if that's gonna appeal to me as someone who is really grown actively disinterested in a lot of the genre archetypes that these points on the map they're connecting are at. Yeah. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but I hope I explained myself well enough. Especially, like, the people involved making it, you know? Because we do want more of this stuff. We do want more weird games with weird ideas made by weird developers that are sticking it to the man. But I just don't know if I like puzzle games. And it turned out to be less of an RPG than a puzzle game. The decisions that I'm making are less strategic and logical in their nature as they are lateral. I don't know, it's not really lateral thinking to brute force your way through a puzzle either. The kinds of decisions that I'm making here feel less like the result of improvisationally coming up with a plan that is being egged on by the way tokens are arranged in an emerging system of interlocking mechanisms, and more like I'm searching for the next word to put, more like I am searching for the right word to think up of when writing the script of a video or a big complicated email to a professional contact, or when I'm searching for the right word for a tweet or an announcement or some kind of social media post. Therefore, we might be edging the core subconscious implications and associations of the activity here. It's too close to work for me. Maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe the type of problems I'm solving, the actual puzzles of the game, are way too close to the work of someone who is writing scripts and going insane from writing block sometimes from it. And kind of sort of associates the struggle of searching for the right words with a real amount of professional pain that's piled up over hundreds of hours of their career. Maybe that's what's doing it. Because apparently this game did pretty well for what it's worth. In this case, the Explosion's Game of the Year last year. It's a game about typing and wordplay and puns and riddles. It's the play. Yeah, I'm not feeling like I'm playing. I'm feeling like I'm going through the motions, but this time the motions are just frustratingly too close to something I associate with clocking in and doing as work for a job that I do 6 to 8 to 10 hours a day, and then 12 hours a day when I'm crunching before the video comes out. And I have very negative emotional associations with that kind of train of thinking. And this game might be drumming up 3% of those negative feelings. That was very interesting to think about and talk through. I feel like I got something out of thinking through that and talking through that. I'll put it that way. If there's any final messages about getting a dialogue going here between myself and the Cryptmaster defenders, now is your time. It's weird for the sake of being weird. My guess is game is empty behind the meme visuals and style, right? I don't know if I'd be that harsh on it. Well, my second on the Game of the Year list was Nine Souls, which is a parry-focused combat Metroidvania. So polar opposite of this if you want to try that. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say good things. The other thing is that I was out of touch with a lot of depression for a good chunk of last year. And was not playing a lot of games that were people's games of the years. I still have 100x Resist in my Steam library. A friend gave that to me from a gift. I need to get around to that. But I'm remembering my time with The Witness by John Blow and recalling how puzzle games are just absolutely not my jam. One of the most frustrating game genres with George brain incompatibilities. The way that puzzle games block progress frustrates me to such a higher level compared to how games of other genres will block your progress. That they do something to me. Hi, Bangle61. I'm doing better. I don't know if I'm doing well, but I'm doing better. We got a $3,000 bill due at the end of the month. That's what I'll be looking forward to after turning this stream off. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks for the recommendation. Even though I don't know if this was quite my game, I still enjoyed giving it a shot and talking through the emotional experience it made me feel afterwards. Remember your discussions of The Witness on TOVG Podcast. A lot of us would probably not like to remember those discussions. No one even played the sad piano stinger, too.